So, I went off and joined an SMP. This SMP is called the Duck Block SMP. This SMP was and still is fully vanilla, and the lore was completely improvised, but still loads of fun. I streamed every single moment over on my Twitch, link will be in the description. Also, if you can spare one moment, please like and subscribe to the GemChem channel, so that if you want to watch episode 2 whenever it drops, you can see it. Also, without further ado, here's episode 1 of the Duck Block SMP, Viva Kemia. Enjoy. A land without order, a land without law. The land with infinite potential is the land that I must now call my home. When I first came here, I was unsure about the person who I would be, but I never would have guessed the position I would end up in. There were not many buildings on the server, only a few bridges and a large hotel at spawn, where anyone on the server could visit and feel safe. So from spawn, I was only given a few things and a direction on where I should go. I needed to make a name for myself, so I went off saying only a few things.
Okay.
I will be leaving this place.
Does it involve conquest?
It could.
Okay. A team of
if anyone would like to join me
on the server is going to terrorize y'all.
You're more than welcome
I
to
don't
join
want to be alone
in this
world.
All right. If
So
anyone
I
would
know
like to
that
join
Nate's
me,
base is along the world border, so
they're
that
more than
really
welcome
narrows down
to
where it could be.
join. I thought that I would be alone. However, I seemed to attract people towards me. Joining me on this expedition was players Blazama and Toby Fox. And so we went. We crossed plains, rivers, and mountains, day and night. We fought zombies and creepers along the way, and we didn't really know what we were looking for until we found something we knew we had to stop for.
0.
I think we should just...
Hey, expedition team.
Also,
Does this
my
place
IP
not look
address is 3171.
A verdant land, far from spawn, open space, and with a village nearby, with a large cave system underneath. This would be a perfect place to begin to establish a civilization. Very soon, several different buildings were built that still stand to this day, like the community farm, the state-funded library featuring a whopping 0 books, and the Sugar River, where people could mine sugarcane for cakes and books, and the Kemian stone mines for infinite stone for building. More builds like this would continue to be built for some time. Across the next few days, even more people flocked to this fledgling country, including CJ, Zenith, BitQ1, Moon, and Goosely. However, before the nation could continue, it needed a name. Because I have not yet voted.
I
So
would vote Walmart.
I'll go Kemia.
Kemia. We better not have Walmart Corp win.
After much deliberation and a community vote, the people would choose the name of their new nation, nearly choosing Walmart, but another name soon won by a single vote, Kemia. After naming their country, the people elected myself, GemChem Gaming, to be their eternal dictator. The people, in short, treated me more like a cult leader than an elected king. But after this, the people shot fireworks in the sky and chanted, Viva Kemia, Viva Kemia, Viva Kemia. Despite having roughly 80% of all people on the server either call Kemia home or were allied directly to it, it could be that that reason caused some to turn against this thriving nation. These people simply called themselves the Revolutionary Army. They believed that things were better before kingdoms and cities, and they plotted to destroy it. The Revolutionary Army consisted of Blady LOL, Jack Squared, and Moon, who pledged his alliance to the Revolutionaries but was secretly a double agent. And another player whose identity was unknown to the people of Kemia. Not much happened in a while in Kemia. or the greater SMP for some days, other than the people of Kemia coming together and opening a community nether portal, and the Revolutionary Army starting a black market netherwort ring, where, by going to every nether fortress and taking out all the netherwort, they could sell potions at a large profit, while also restricting sales of potions to those who were allied to Kemia. Eventually, with the help of Moon, however, Kemia would successfully smuggle netherwort into the country, away from the hands of the revolutionaries. While the netherwort black market did not go anywhere, it did increase tensions even more than they'd ever been before, and soon it would all come to a head. Nearly a week after the netherwort black market closed, the entire server would be getting on to defeat the Ender Dragon, and in turn seize the Dragon Egg. In order to ease relations, a deal had to be made. After the battle is over, I will order any citizen that has, and whoever gets the Dragon Egg must gift it to Jack. The Dragon Egg is such a relic. If we have it anywhere in Kemia, there might be risk of it becoming stolen. Better to have it in a vault where it can be kept safe. If anyone in Kemia got the egg, they were to immediately hand the egg to the Revolutionary Army, knowing full well that if Kemia kept the egg, it would most likely be stolen if a war broke out. And so, we went off to find the stronghold. Once we did, the food was cooked and distributed, and beds were placed so people could respawn at the portal in case of their death to the dragon, or by other means. Then the group stepped into the fight. Let's go, brothers! Overall, the fight was quite simple. With all the armor and weapons that we'd brought, the fight was over quickly.
The accuracy. Dang. Okay.
Go.
GG's.
Lady, bitch, go.
Yeah. Come on, give me that. I'm taking some of that.
And soon, the dragon was dead. But some were not satisfied. After Jack picked up the egg, most of the people in Kemia cheered about their victory. Some were reeling after being killed by the dragon, and some went on their own ways, going to the Outer End Islands looking for shulkers and elytras. No one saw that Blady and Jack were beginning to block the portal back home, and they made their intentions clear, to assassinate the people closest to Kemia, starting with its ruler, Gem Chem Gaming. I knew I had to act quickly. I started running, asking if anyone in Kemia could break the portal so I could jump through it, or maybe buy time for the people of Kemia to rally and join the fight and end the rebellion. But none did. In the chaos that ensued, the rebels began spreading out so they could kill more people, allowing myself to break the cobblestone barrier and escape back home to Kemia. I was safe, and back home, but my people were not. Several people perished at the hands of the Revolutionary Army. Particularly Zenith was killed by Blady LOL, and Moon was pushed into the void. I thought that the war was over, but it was not. Jack Squared followed me back home to Kemia and wanted blood. The fight was legendary. However, I gained the upper hand. He began running to the revolutionaries who could protect him or even kill me. I pulled out my enchanted bow, aimed, and fired. Jack, one of the heads of the Revolutionary Army, was dead, and the war was coming to a close. Jack's body was looted, and Jack returned to Kemia with an offer of peace. We met at the top of the Kemian Tower to discuss the peace treaty. In exchange for all of his loot back, Jack would sign the treaty and end the war. And in return, I needed information about the mole living comfortably in Kemia. But I'm willing to give you back your armor. Who set this thing up? Because technically now you're down 1 life because of this fight, this little kerfuffle. So yeah, I've been completely peaceful, but
I'll give you one name that's behind this. Someone that you actually trust as one of your very own. Someone who you dearly trust that is actually working with me and Blady.
I'll give you the rest of the armor if you tell me right now.
A traitor within your own nation. Bit has been working with Blady and I for a long time as a double agent.
The final member of the Revolutionary Army was BitQ1, betraying Kemia, giving information and smuggling items in and out of the country. In exchange for this information, I gave Jack his armor back. The revolutionaries promised to return all armor and weapons they had stolen in the fight. Peace had finally been secured, and when the dust settled, tensions seemed to finally be decreasing, and the leader of Kemia needed to have an important conversation with BitQ1. But at the same time, a new nation would be rising, and it would change the course of the server forever.